Hello, Tarleton fans, and welcome to another edition of To the Point. This week's guest is Corey Young. He's a junior middle infielder, mostly shortstop for the Tarleton baseball team. Corey transferred to Tarleton from Saracoso Community College in California. In his first season on the field for the Texans, he hit 380, scored 27 runs in just 20 games. He also locked down that shortstop position for Coach Meade and the Texans most of the year. Corey, thanks for taking the time to be on To the Point this week. We appreciate it.
No problem, man. How's it going?
It's good. Just making it, as they say, right?
Yeah.
Let's jump right into things. You guys, the Tarleton baseball team, are in the middle of the, I think they call it the Fall Classic or the Fall Series. It's 5
Yes,
games.
sir.
Coach breaks you guys into 2 teams, a purple and a black.
Mm-hmm.
And can you just tell us a little bit about the series and how it's gone? I know you're in the middle of it right now. I think you've got game 4 and 5 coming up over the next couple of days. What's that been like?
Yep. We've knocked out 3 games so far. I mean, usually it's a 3-game series. I mean, at my JUCO, and pretty sure these last 2 years it's been a 3-game series. But this year we decided to do a 5-game series. The first game was kind of rough for my team, the purple team. We took a loss. I don't want to say the score was kind of embarrassing, but we kind of got punched in the face big time. And the next, we took a day off, came back, and put it to them the same way, honestly. And then the game 2 days ago, which was game 3, it was tied up one game to 1. That was probably the funnest game I've ever been a part of. You could ask Coach Meade. It's probably the funnest game he's ever watched. It was going back and forth. We went to extra innings, and they're only set to be 7 innings, but we went up to 9 innings. Extra innings went back and forth and back and forth. It was really fun, and we came out with the win, thankfully.
Well, let's go back to Saturday because in that win, you were definitely one of the guys that propelled your team to that win as you hit for the cycle. Have you ever hit for the cycle before, and what was it like?
I have never hit for the cycle before. It's a very rare occurrence in baseball, and it was honestly, I don't know, it was just happened. You know, the pieces came together for me, and I can't really bring myself back into it because it kind of just happened. Honestly, it was a good day at the plate. I was seeing the ball well, and I was just honestly, I don't know, maybe lucky.
What order did they come in? The hits, do you remember?
First at bat was tough against Hackett. Bryce, he throws about 100 miles an hour, and fought it off. No, he just throws super hard.
I was gonna say we're gonna have a good season if there's a dude bumping
100. Yeah. So I fought it off, and it went to the right field fence, got a triple, and then next at bat, I think I had a walk in there somewhere, but it was like triple, single, double, or single home run, and then a double to end it. So I think that's the order.
You didn't pull up on the double. You really could have had a triple just to get
I don't know.
Oh, you may have done that. Okay.
Maybe.
That's all right. Well,
maybe not.
We'll keep it quiet between these, like, a couple thousand people that watch this every week. They'll be the only ones that know. Hey, you come from a community college in Colorado, or excuse me, not Colorado, California.
Yes, sir.
In California, it's kind of now as we move to the WAC, obviously with schools that we play in the WAC that are in California, and Seattle and on the West Coast.
Yep.
I think more students are going to see that, more possible recruits are going to see that as well. But obviously, we were still in Lone Star Conference during the time that you got recruited. Can you talk about how you got to be at Tarleton State University? I think it's an interesting story.
Yeah, honestly, coming from a JUCO, I mean, I went to junior college in my hometown of Ridgecrest, California. Super small. I kind of compare it to Stephenville. It's very small, except for instead of a university, it has just a junior college, a community college.
Sure.
So I had a coach. He was a pitching coach and a strength coach at my JUCO, and he was big on driveline stuff, which is the throwing programs that pitchers do nowadays. And we had a throwing competition. It was what Tarleton usually does against the junior colleges, like either a hitting competition or a throwing competition online. And our JUCO, honestly, we didn't have much pitching. Small JUCO, small school. We didn't have much pitching, so they had me and another outfielder throwing it, and I guess that's how my name got out to Tarleton. And then Coach Pat Robles, he helped me get just other offers from the Lone Star Conference. And then honestly, I had no idea what Tarleton was. One of my teammates was from Odessa as well, and he kind of knew. But yeah, I mean, now since we're moving to the WAC and we're going to play out there, I think a lot more people are going to know who we are, which is really cool for me, especially since I'm from out there.
Yeah, it's an opportunity to get out there, and we're all excited. I'm sure you are as
Yeah,
well.
I'm pumped.
Yeah, get to play Division I, and you get 2 years of it now because of the
Yeah.
shortened season last year. So it should
Yeah.
be a lot of fun for sure. Get to go play some big schools
Yep.
like TCU and some of those places, Texas A&M
Yes, sir.
maybe. It just seems really exciting. What's the most exciting part for you of moving to Division I?
Honestly, like the venues are going to be super cool to play at. I mean, they have really nice fields in Lone Star Conference, and I've played at really nice fields during my time, like playing summer ball. But just consistently playing at nice places with nice facilities, it really puts you in the mood to play, good game, and obviously playing good competition, it puts a fire under you to want to be at that level with them. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and I think that's
Yes,
part of the reason that we have made the move to go to
Yep.
Division I. We mentioned it a second ago. You're a junior because of
Yep.
the season only being 20 games last year. Can you just speak to the getting to take the next step in your education? You started your master's this
sir.
year, and that's a new thing for you. Can you talk about what that's like and just how it's different from, the undergraduate? And is it big difference for you as an athlete?
Honestly, the big difference is the fact that it's all online. I'm doing a management master's with a social media concentration. Everything is online. There's not really tests and quizzes like your average undergrad class. It's a lot of writing assignments. It's not necessarily harder. Like the content isn't harder to learn, but it's just a lot of work. And I've been up since 5:30. We went to weights at 5:30, and I've been up since then doing my homework, writing stuff. It's hard, but I mean, it's not a big difference. I plan to graduate. I was supposed to graduate in the spring, and then something came up with some classes being added to the master's program, and I'll graduate in the summer. And then next year, I'll probably look for another program to go into, another master's program, but I'm not sure which one yet.
Man, that's a lot. Going to double up there. It must just speaks to your hard work, man, and taking that next step. Do you know what you want to do with that degree yet? Obviously, you seem like a guy that's got things planned out. What's the next step after you get done here?
Honestly, baseball is my passion. I want to play baseball for as long as I can.
Sure.
But I grew up in, like, my parents owned restaurants when I was younger, and forever, for as long as I can remember. And my dad, he is in real estate, kind of by himself, not with any companies or anything. So, I mean, eventually I'd like to go into business with my dad, either start up a restaurant or just do whatever, I really like working with my family and work with my dad, and I want to work with my brothers. So eventually I'll have the right pieces on the educational side, but I don't know. I'm not really sure yet.
Well, it sounds like you're pretty sure. You just don't know exactly
I just know
where you're
I
going
don't
to
know
find
exactly what
yourself.
I want to do, but kind of know.
So I think you're ahead of the game, man, and it's good to hear that. I think people like to hear, that side of it as well. We talked a little bit, and you have said that I ask you what kind of hobbies do you have? That's usually one of the questions that we get to onto the point. And you said, well, I really don't have any hobbies. I study, and then I hit baseballs, and field baseball is kind of what you said. And I pushed a little bit more, and you said, well, I do mountain bike a little bit and snowboard a little bit. So of those two, which one do you like to do better? I'll ask you that first.
Okay, of the two that I like to snowboard better. It costs
Okay.
a lot of money to do that, so it's hard to do that. And I had a little injury. I don't really want to get into it, but my first year here, I had a little injury with snowboarding, so a lot of people know that. But honestly, I didn't really like mountain biking a lot, like in high school and in junior college, just because I lived at home and I didn't really want to do that. But now, since I rarely ever get to go home, I'll get out on the bike with my mom and dad every single day, or usually every single day, and go ride up in the mountains and have a good time.
Yeah, and that area that you're from is kind of a good spot for that
Yep,
kind of stuff,
it's
right?
perfect. It is the best spot for that.
So you said snowboarding you like better. You
Yeah, I
know any
do like
you know
better.
any you know any sick tricks? You doing some ollies
Uh,
or anything like that? Sorry, I don't know much about snowboarding.
I don't know, just backside 360s.
Uh-oh.
I don't know, but yeah, I mean, dangerous. So can't wait
Well,
to get
that's
into that. I'm gonna wait for a couple years, maybe
yeah.
get back into it.
Wait this year too, and don't take up
Yeah,
motorcycle riding or anything like that while
yeah,
you're at it, right? Well,
yeah.
hey man, Corey, it's been great talking to you. We appreciate your time today.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for joining us on To the Point. We really appreciate it.
No
All
problem.
right. And we want to thank everybody else for taking the time out to join us today on To the Point. Don't forget, take a couple of minutes. If you haven't already, go to Facebook, Twitter, or the Gram, as kids like Corey say, and hop on there, search Tarleton Sports. Make sure you're following us there. That's one of the best ways to keep in touch with what's going on at Tarleton Athletics. And until next time, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it, and we will see you at the game.
Because of this, we made Ford Super Duty the most capable heavy-duty pickup ever. Because of this, we built Ford F-150 with 375 horsepower and best-in-class payload.
Rescue 614 en route.
Because of this, we built Ford Ranger with the terrain management system. And because Ford trucks are built for this, you made Ford America's best-selling brand.